Warning, this video may contain spoilers for the movie John Wick Chapter 4. If you haven't seen it, which you should, please do refrain from watching further.
Weapons. Pistols.
Ah, you see, Mr. Wick, I too happen to have my very own pit viper.
Wait, what the hell is this? Founded in 1965 by Warren Center and later merged with K.W. Thompson Tool Company, Thompson Center Arms' signature product was the Contender break-action pistol. Originally designed as a sporting pistol, its innovative design featured an easily interchangeable barrel, allowing this single-shot pistol to be chambered in multiple calibers, making it wildly popular amongst hunters, who could use it for everything, ranging from pest control to, say, fighting off a bear, or even fighting off Jean-Claude Van Damme. Ah, welcome back to the Continental. I'm Andrew, and for this week's dessert menu, I present to you the coup de grace, in the form of the Farsan Thompson Contender G2 break-action airsoft pistol. The handgun used in the John Wick Chapter 4's iconic duel between all-round wholesome human being Keanu Reeves and consistently typecasted blind Wing Chun master Donnie Yen. So please, join me. On first impressions, you'll notice that the Farsan Contender G2 is one of the most unique airsoft guns we have in our library, with break-action single-shot airsoft guns being practically non-existent in our industry. The Contender I have here is the CO2 version and features a 250mm barrel, but this gun also has a version in green gas, a version in a 370mm barrel, and a version in silver. There was also a version in 8mm, but thankfully those have been discontinued. Now externally, the Contender features a full metal receiver and barrel, with faux wood front and rear grips made of what unfortunately feels like a very cheap polymer. There's a decent level of detail, especially in regards to the fancy sort of cougar engraving on the sides, though this is somewhat marred on the right side due to the presence of this huge screw hole over here in the middle of the logo. As mentioned, the grips are made of a faux wood plastic, and while at first they look decent with this swirly grain, closer inspection reveals some pretty shocking clamshell mold lines that are unfortunately quite disappointing. Another issue is that unlike real Contender, where the barrel is made of a single piece of steel that can be swapped out for different calibers, this airsoft version has the barrel in two parts, like over here, which kind of does detract from the look. On the top, we have a stationary front and adjustable open rear sight. The rear sight is held under spring tension and can be adjusted in both the X and Y axis through these two screws here and here. Further back though, we have the hammer. Now on the real pistol, the hammer was unique in that it had a little switch that could be set to fire either center fire or rim fired ammunition, allowing for the Contender G2 to fire an insane variety of rounds as long as you had the correct barrel to chamber it in. On this airsoft pistol, however, the hammer is just a single piece of metal. Not great, but then again, I am just nitpicking here. And now onto the trigger. Remember that this is a single action pistol, so in order to release the trigger, the hammer needs to be cocked back first every single time. The trigger itself is insanely light to the touch, so extra emphasis on trigger safety here. And now for the hop up. There is none. Yes, this Contender G2 does not have an adjustable hop up. The pistol itself comes with two metal shells, which to fire from. To load them, insert one BB down the front and remember to push it past the internal bucking with this handy little tool over here. If you want to unload the shell without firing, just unscrew the front in order to get the BB out. Now this particular version of the Farsan Contender is CO2 powered, so to insert the cartridges, first take out this back panel to reveal the chamber, insert the CO2 cartridge, and then use this screw over here on the bottom to push the CO2 cartridge in and pierce the cartridge. Here's the fun bit. To fire the pistol, squeeze the trigger guard, which doubles as a latch, tilt the barrel down, exposing the chamber where you'll put the metal dummy round inside. Then close it, cock back the hammer, and shoot. Then manually extract the shell and repeat the process. Now this is definitely a laborious process compared to most other airsoft guns, where shooting simply consists of holding down the trigger. But it does make this gun the single most realistic single-shot pistol in all of airsoft. So kudos to that. Price-wise, the Farsan Contender G2 retails here for just $110 US. Pretty much a steal, considering its exceptionally unique design and function. So it certainly gains points on value. So, the Farsan Contender G2 is an exceptionally unique airsoft pistol, with practically no other equivalent in both looks and function. But how does it actually shoot? Let's head over to the range and find out.
And now for the Chrono, we are using CO2 and 0.2 gram BBs.
And now for the accuracy test. Here we are yet again in landing zone, shooting at a target 15 meters away. However, due to the Contender's very slow rate of fire, we're deciding to volley fire this time. So, let's get going, shall we? Duke, load. Ready?
Ready?
Aim.
Oh, this is interesting ergonomics. Fire.
Fire.
Oh shit.
Reload. Aim. Fire.
Ah, I'm an increment.
Fire. Aim. Fire.
Reloading. This is so fun.
Right, load.
Yep.
Aim. And fire. And we're done. Wow, that was actually really fun. Surprisingly fun, actually. It's a very, very unique way of firing. Really like the action. It's really realistic. You know, you pull out each individual shell. And yeah, I really enjoy it if due to the novelty factor. Now, as for accuracy, on the other hand, well, I think hearing the ping sort of speaks for itself. This gun has no hop up. Any sort of hop is within the actual shell itself, and it's not direction specific. So our shots are basically going all over the place, which, while many players would probably think that's terrible, I think it also adds to the suspense. I mean, you're not going to be skirmishing this unless you're a masochist. But yeah, I think it really, really does add to it. I really enjoy playing with this. Let's go and check out how well we did though. All right, let's see this. Let's see this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 10. I'm not even going to bother with a shot grouping.
I'm pretty sure that one was mine and my terrible aim.
This would have been bad even if we had good aim. So, yeah, there we go. Honestly, 4 out of 10 for a gun that does not have a hop-up is actually surprisingly good. Really, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm impressed, but it was an actual joy to shoot. I really had a lot of fun, even if the result isn't going to be that consistent in the game. So what do you think, Duke?
I mean, yeah, it's a cool novelty gun. I would totally sit and play with one in my house, but skirmishing, you're gonna have issues with accuracy here, 100%. So yeah, novelty or wall hanger.
Yeah, fair play, fair play. Oh, what's this? It's a letter from the producer. I haven't had that in a while. It says, hosts and co-hosts will take their respective dueling pistols. All right, oh, here we go. Walk 10 paces from each other and shoot each other with them.
Oh God.
So, this is going to get exciting, isn't it? Let's head over. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Squire. Oh, it didn't hurt. Nice.
Yeah, you got me in the chest.
You see, you got me right on my nipple, but the jacket covered it.
Oh, wow.
Good.
That was actually really fun.
I have an advantage with this jacket.
So there we go. Ultimately, using it as a dueling pistol is probably the best use of this Contender G2 that we really have. Where did I hit you?
You hit me in the nipple, almost.
Right where I intended to.
Where did I hit you?
I just hit you right in the belly.
Oh, good shot.
So, yeah, so that was actually quite fun. Get some of these, find a friend that you have a bit of a disagreement with, and settle it the gentlemanly way. So anyway, thanks for watching. Let's head back to the studio. And we're back. So, the Farsan Contender G2 is quite literally one of the most unique guns we've ever reviewed on this channel. Its externals are decent if you ignore the faux wood and some of the simple details. Functionally, it has a fun and engaging shooting and reload system, though its poor accuracy might be a turnoff for many players. However, as a dueling pistol for LARPing, it genuinely has no equal, and there's some serious suspense just before you pull the trigger. Overall, we give the Farsan Contender G2 3 stars out of 5. It is a highly unique pistol that's great for certain scenarios, like sorting out your differences in a gentlemanly manner. So let's hand it over to you guys. What are your thoughts on the Farsan Contender G2? Let us know in the comments section below.
And for these cool products and many more, visit us at www.redwolfairsoft.com.
This is Andrew,
And Duke,
out.